Once upon a time, in a small village, a man was walking on a dusty road. The sun was high and the air was warm. Birds chirped from the trees and people went about their daily walk. As the man walked along the road, something unusual caught his eyes. Just a few steps ahead, under the shade of a large tree, stood a giant elephant. The man stopped in his tracks. He could not believe what he was seeing. The elephant was huge, strong, and powerful. Its trunk was long and thick. Its legs were like pillars, and its ear flapped gently in the warm breeze. But despite all its strength and size, the elephant was not moving. It stood quietly, tied by a thin rope to a small wooden pole. The man stared at the rope. It was so weak, so thin that even a child could pull it loose. And yet, this massive animal was standing still, not even trying to break free. The man was confused. Why is not this elephant running away? He thought. It could easily break that rope with just one pull. He looked around. There were no chains, no cages, no guards. Nothing that could stop such a powerful creature if it really wanted to escape. Still, the elephant stayed calm, as if it had accepted its fate. The man's curiosity grew stronger. He walked up to the elephant's caretaker, who was sitting nearby under the same tree. The caretaker was an old man with a kind face. He wore a turban and had a gentle smile. The man greeted him and asked politely, "Sir, may I ask you something?" The caretaker nodded and replied, "Of course, what would you like to know?" The man pointed to the elephant and said, "This elephant is huge and strong, yet it is tied with such a small rope. It can easily break free if it wants. Why does not it try?" The caretaker smiled as if he had heard this question many times before. He leaned back and began to tell a story. He said, "When this elephant was very young, it was tied with the same kind of rope. At that time, it was just a baby. The rope was strong enough to hold it. The little elephant tried many times to break free. It pulled with all its strength, struggled, even cried out. But no matter how hard it tried, the rope would not break." The man listened closely as the caretaker continued. Day after day, the young elephant tried to escape. It would pull and push, twist and turn, hoping one day it could free. But every time it failed. It hurt its legs, it got tired, and slowly it began to lose hope. Eventually, it stopped trying altogether, and that small elephant grew up with the belief that the rope was unbreakable. It accepted that it could never free itself. And even now, when it has grown into a powerful adult, that belief remains in its mind. It still thinks it cannot break the rope, so it does not even try. The man was amazed. He looked at the elephant again, this time with a new understanding. A creature so mighty, so strong, yet tied down not by the rope but by the memory of its past failures. This is how the mind works. The caretaker said, sometimes we carry old beliefs that stop us from moving forward. We think we are weak because we failed once. We stop trying even when we have the strength to succeed. The man nodded slowly. He realized the truth behind the story. Many people, just like that elephant, live their lives with invisible ropes tied to their minds. They stop chasing their dreams, stop trying new things because of fear or past failures. They forget how strong they have become over time. He thanked the caretaker and continued on his journey, but the lesson stayed in his heart. The story of elephant and the rope teaches that limitations often exist only in our minds. The elephant, though strong enough to break free, remains tied down by the memory of its past failures. Similarly, we let old fears, past mistakes, and self doubt stop us from reaching our true potential. We accept boundaries that no longer exist simply because we once believed in them. To grow, we must challenge these beliefs, step out of our comfort zone, and trust our strength. True freedom comes not from physical strength alone, but from the courage to believe in ourselves. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit like button, and for more such stories, subscribe to our channel. Thank you and stay positive.